With so many ads for lawyers these days, how do you know which one to choose? At Blackburn and Green, we think advertising ought to help you make that decision. That's why our website lists 10 important questions you should ask before choosing any personal injury attorney. Do you limit your practice to personal injury law? Do you charge a flat fee or an increasing fee? Don't be confused by all the lawyer ads on TV. Get the facts. Visit our website or call Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people.
Our wireless phones stretch clear across the United States. Now, free.
We help families get the space they need. We help people start new lives. We help all kinds of people live the life they want. We're Gallery Homes and Colony Homes of Fort Wayne. We don't just sell the finest single-wide, sectionals, and modular homes in the tri-state area. We do it all. Delivery, setup, and financing that you can afford. Because it's not a happy home until you're in it. Gallery Homes on Coliseum Boulevard and Colony Homes on Lima Road. We make happy homeowners.
At Custom Mattress Factory Outlet, giving you the best night's sleep for your money is something we take very seriously. From the construction of our mattresses to the selection of furniture that we offer, no detail has been spared in giving you the absolute best value for your sleeping dollar. And that includes all the research being done round the clock by our dedicated staff of testing professionals. Custom Mattress Factory Outlet on Goshen Road between Gateway Plaza and McDonald's. It's a great deal more than a good night's sleep.
When you're on the road, get receipts for everything.
Depending on your situation, you could save a small bundle with these deductions. Refer to the audio cassette and talk with your personal accountant for more information on tax deductions. By the revenue miles, better known as the miles you get paid to drive, to arrive at the cost per mile, or CPM, for the trip.
Keeping the books is simple. You just got to remember to keep at it.
Many of you have already developed your own system for
you know, things like that. But when that's your truck, you don't want to get a scratch on it.
If I can do it, you can do it. I've had so many people comment on my truck like, whoa, nice truck. And you know what? It is, and I'm proud of it. Every truck I've ever bought was a Freightliner.
Remember, when our policyholders wreck their car, we tell them where to take it. Who cares what it looks like? As long as it runs, we've covered ours.
Thank goodness that's not the way we do things today. If your car is wrecked, you get to choose the repair facility. At Church Brothers, we have the latest technology, and our fully trained staff will work with your insurer to guarantee your satisfaction. Let your insurance company know your car is worth saving.
They'll never know the difference.
If your car is worth saving, take it to Church.
Tax-free zone at Blossom Chevrolet.
Now that Blossom has eliminated the sales tax, I've got no excuse for not having a car.
The roads are all jammed, so I'm taking a shortcut to Blossom.
We've waited years for this day. Finally, a dealer who looks out for the little guy.
Great deals on used vehicles are now tax-free at Blossom. You buy the car, we pay the tax.
Are you ready for the boat show?
Get ready to go to the 1995 Boat Show, February 10th through the 19th at the Memorial Coliseum. It's your chance to see hundreds of the latest boats and accessories from over 50 area dealers, all in one convenient, warm, wild location. Get the hottest, lowest prices of the season and special on-the-spot financing. It's 2 floors of pure boating excitement at the Memorial Coliseum. Get ready. It's coming February 10th through the 19th.
Are you ready for the boat show? Are you ready for the boat show?
Get ready to go to the 1995 Boat Show, now through Sunday, February 19th at the Memorial Coliseum. See hundreds of the latest boats and accessories from over 50 area dealers, all in one convenient, warm, wild location. Get the hottest, lowest prices of the season and special on-the-spot financing. It's 2 floors of pure boating excitement at the Memorial Coliseum. Get ready. It's here now through Sunday, February 19th.
Are you ready for the boat show?
There's more than corn in Indiana. It's the best part of America, and it's right within your reach. It's Indiana Beach.
Come celebrate 80 years of family fun at Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer, Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana.
There's more than corn in Indiana. It's the best part of America, and it's right within your reach. It's Indiana Beach.
Come celebrate 80 years of water fun at Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer, Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana.
There's more than corn in Indiana. It's the best part of America, and it's right within your reach. It's Indiana Beach.
Come celebrate 80 years of thrills and fun at Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer, Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana.
There's more than corn in Indiana. It's the best part of America, and it's right within your reach. It's Indiana Beach.
Come celebrate 80 years of resort fun at Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer, Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana.
There's more than corn in Indiana. It's the best part of America, and it's right within your reach. It's Indiana Beach.
Come celebrate 80 years of all the fun at Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer, Monticello, Indiana, proving once again there is more than corn in Indiana.
Good morning. I'm Dave. I'm here at Tractor Supply at West Coliseum Boulevard, and I'm here to tell you between now and 11 a.m. in this toy department, Ertl toys are 30% off. You can't beat that kind of a deal, so get down here to the Tractor Supply. I had no idea they had this much toys. The John Deere tractor, that's an Ertl toy. My dad had that when he was a kid. He loved it. Toys for little tykes like this. Race car fan? There you go. You can't beat that. NASCAR stuff, outdoor stuff. How about the mean little kid in your family, like my grandson who can tear up anything? He can't tear up this one, I'm telling you. Or how about this, Grandma? Noise toys. You'd love that one. Or the toy for the little tyke. Or look at this, little cow. Moo. So come to Tractor Supply, 30% off Ertl toys between now and 11 o'clock, West Coliseum Boulevard.
When you think Tractor Supply, you think feed store, but it's much more than a feed store, right, Laura?
Right, Dave. Tractor Supply carries power tools, plumbing, paint, and heaters.
Heaters. Tell me about heaters.
Well, since it's getting cold, we carry a whole line of wood heaters, kerosene heaters, propane, natural gas.
What about the safety factor of heaters?
Well, our vent-free heaters this year are all equipped with oxygen depletion sensors, which means if there's not enough oxygen in the room, too much buildup of the gas, the heater shuts itself off.
Well, the missus and I watch TV in the basement, and it gets cold. What do we do about that?
Well, you get a kerosene heater, but if you don't want to lug down the kerosene,
No.
get an electric heater. We have a radiant heater that'll heat the whole room for you.
Oh, that's great. Well, come to Tractor Supply for your heating needs. It's right here on West Coliseum Boulevard. And we're also in Angola, Decatur, and Warsaw. So come see us. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm here with Laura. We're at Tractor Supply here at West Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. And she's got some ideas about holiday gift giving.
Clothing.
Clothing.
Outdoor winter clothing, especially for this time of year. We have Carhartt and Walls.
Oh, I bought a snowmobile suit here. All kind of sizes available. That's so wonderful. I love that.
Yep. All the way from 3T for the little tykes, all the way up to large, big, tall men's sizes, and what we don't have, we can order.
And I noticed you have women's Western wear.
Yeah, we just started carrying a lot of women's clothes.
No kidding.
Wrangler jeans, little kids' clothes also.
I knew you had Western clothes for the guys because I've seen the Western cowboy hat before, but I didn't know you had it for ladies and children too.
Yep, and we also just picked up a line of women's shoes. We've got some garden clogs, and we also have some Ariat boots, the ropers and lacers for women's for riding. We also carry our men's leather and rubber boots.
Wonderful. Well, come to Tractor Supply here at West Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne, or Angola, Decatur, or Warsaw.
All could go something like this.
Yes, this is David from Martin's Do-It Center. You returned your faucet this past week, and we appreciate your business, and we wanted to make sure you were treated courteously.
In addition to providing information about your store's customer service, this call also serves to qualify the refund. By making this call, you'll find out if the listed phone number is valid. If you discover that it isn't, you need to keep in mind that there are many different reasons why this may have happened. Simply file the refund slip away and take action only if you see a pattern emerge. When an employee allows a customer to objections, provide the store with current records of inventory and should be done by an outside auditor or a top manager. Once you have all of your existing television, radio, and print advertising. When possible, mention the availability of over 70,000 items online. You can also offer incentives to online shoppers. By establishing a discount code in the member-exclusive area of doitbestcorp.com, you can offer discounts or free shipping to your customers. Put the discount codes on brightly colored flyers and display them near the registers, or have employees hand them out. For a small fee, you can order the special doitbest.com personalized display kit. It includes banners and shelf-level materials that you can place throughout your store to remind your customers of doitbest.com. Word of mouth also gets attention for your website. Talk it up. Mention it to your customers in conversation. Very important to inform your staff about how to use your store's website. When your employees know how to use doitbest.com, they can demonstrate its capabilities for your customers. Refer to the advanced segment of this training break video for more information on selling techniques for employees. But remember, all the training in the world won't do any good if your employees don't incorporate doitbest.com into their sales approach. To encourage this, implement an employee incentive program to encourage internet sales and reward your employees' efforts. The specific details and rules of the program are up to you. If you give your customers special discounts for shopping doitbest.com, you could put employee initials or other identifiers in the discount codes and let each employee hand out coupons to interested customers. The employee who initiates the most internet transactions or dollars spent at the site each month could win a gift certificate, dinner at a local restaurant, or whatever else you decide to offer. You can even devise a point system for paid time off work or offer monetary bonuses. The possibilities are endless. You can even use your website to build a database containing the names and special
to merchandising, to cleaning the store, to providing good ideas to your supervisor or manager. It means that you are the loss prevention front line. Not security in the sense of apprehension, but loss prevention in getting things that are unacceptable to simply not happen here. In the location, and we'd then call the police, interview the subject while we waited for 15 or 20 minutes for the officers to arrive, and the next day go to court, and the customer who's approached by an employee asking only tactful questions about the concealed item, chances are that that customer will make a decision that's in our favor, and that's namely to go to the register, to pay for the item, and to leave the store peacefully. The point work all of the time. When you have a customer who you are certain has concealed merchandise, sometimes the right thing to do is to quickly get in touch with your manager. The first, if you're a new employee, notify your supervisor or manager that there's a customer that may have concealed an item of merchandise. In the meantime, while you're managing additional merchandise, ask questions about things that the customer may be needing, but to give that person complete attention from another human being. Customer gets to the register, you might instruct the cashier that you're concerned about the possibility that there's an unpaid-for knife in their right pants pocket. If the cashier and you decide that you can find some tactful way to discuss the merchandise, such as,
would you like a bag for the knife?
Two employees can be more successful in interrupting this potential theft than one acting alone. If you can think of a way to discuss the item that's in their pocket before they leave the store, that's far more beneficial than the idea of allowing the customer to leave the store and then making an apprehension outside the door.
You have demonstrated excellent customer service and have made every effort to prompt the person to pay for the item. The shoplifter still walks out of your store without paying for the merchandise.
And as you observe the department, let the officers know the license plate and the description of the vehicle and what the event was. While it's likely that the police will not apprehend that customer, they will have made a record of the event. The likelihood is they will increase the patrol.
Enough to select a new employee based on an interview. Many stores are now conducting reference and credit checks, and some are requiring potential employees to take written honesty tests. Honesty tests are standardized written tests that provide insight into a potential employee's ethical standards and attitudes towards work. You might also want to require drug tests of new employees, since more than 60% of all employee theft cases are related to some kind of substance abuse. The prevention process does not end when a new employee is hired. You need to be open and upfront with your employees about your store's policies regarding employee theft and the legal penalties associated with it. The secret, however, is in not offending the very people who are your best allies to preventing all types of theft, your employees. You might ask your employees to give input on store policies or ideas on how to reduce thefts. The more involved your employees are in the decision and policy-making process, the more ownership they will feel, and the more likely they will be to observe policies once they're in place. Working together may also result in improved employee relations and higher morale. To the same set of rules, it's very important that managers and owners walk the talk. You wouldn't allow an employee or customer to leave your store without a receipt for merchandise, and the same must be true for you. Sometimes store owners believe that since they own the store, they have every right to remove merchandise. And of course, they do. But what message does it send if managers or owners remove merchandise without recording it? It says to employees that management isn't attentive and that no one will miss a few items here or there. A simple way to avoid misunderstandings while still keeping track of inventory is to implement a policy that states no merchandise may leave the store without first being recorded on a number-controlled store document. By holding yourself and other store employees accountable to the same rules, you demonstrate that no one is above them. Sometimes
Name's Cap. Been a boater since I was a kid and never get tired of it. I've operated this marina for years. This is Homer. He helps me out.
I'm learning the marina business.
Yeah. You know, we're mighty fortunate in this country to have the abundant lakes and waters that we do for boating and other recreation. And it's also our responsibility to respect and take care of our waters while we enjoy them.
How do you take care of a lake? Put it inside at night so it won't get wet?
Homer, every body of water supports a complex ecosystem. Fish, aquatic plants, wildlife, and it's our responsibility not to harm that natural balance.
How do we do that?
Well, for one thing, by practicing the proper use and maintenance of sanitary facilities. If your boat has a head, for example, there are a few common sense rules to follow in regard to its operation.
Where's the head?
Follow me. This is the head. Now, the first rule is nothing should be flushed that hasn't been eaten first. Use marine toilet paper and not household toilet paper, which doesn't biodegrade well. Don't use your boat's head as a trash can. Things such as bottle caps and paper products can clog pump-out filters. It's a good idea to child-proof your head. Objects such as tennis shoes and toys thrown into the head by children have been found plugging up pump-out filters. And don't overuse deodorant for your head. What's with the catcher's mask?
I just child-proofed my head.
Well, let's go this way. This boat has a marine sanitation device, or MSD Type 3. It's a holding tank for raw, untreated sewage. The only way to remove sewage from this boat is through a pump-out station. Some boats have the capability to discharge overboard, and those boats must have a locked and sealed Y valve that directs sewage into a holding tank. Smaller boats may have porta potties, which can be removed from the boat and emptied at a dump station or pump-out station. People can look for this sign to locate the nearest pump-out in the area. They'll find that the appearance of a pump-out or a dump station may change, but they all function the same. There'll usually be an attendant on duty, or instructions will be available to help you pump out your holding tank correctly. The process generally goes like this. Turn the pump on. Remove the cap from the boat's deck waste fitting. Insert the pump-out hose nozzle into the deck fitting. You may need an adapter to make it fit. Marinas generally have adapters available, and they're also for sale in boat stores. If there's a hose valve, open it to start the suction. When waste is no longer seen in the sight glass, close the hose valve and remove the nozzle from the deck fitting. If a water hose is available, rinse the boat's holding tank with water and pump it dry. Put the nozzle with an open valve in a water source and pump water for 15 seconds to rinse the hose. Close the valve and replace the deck fitting cap. Put away the hose and turn off the pump. You should be able to pump out 10 gallons in 1 minute if you follow these directions. A common cause of a breakdown occurs when the marina's sewer lines are clogged due to lack of adequate rinsing. Pump-out repairs can be expensive, especially if several hundred yards of sewer line must be checked to locate the problem. If repair costs are higher, they're likely to be reflected in higher slip fees and other marine pricing. So it's to your benefit to know what goes into the head and through the pump out.
That's all there is to it?
That's all.
That's so easy, even I could do it. Why doesn't everybody use pump outs?
Maybe because they don't realize the damage they can do by pumping sewage directly into the water, where the kids swim and other people fish. Others may not want to spend the required few minutes for a pump out or pay the small fee. One important thing to remember is to pump out only your holding tank. Pump outs aren't designed to handle bilge water or solid objects. Gray water is also a problem that can cause contamination, and it's illegal to discharge it in most states.
Gray matter? What's that?
Gray water. Gray water. Gray water is dirty or soapy water from your boat's sink or shower, or dirty water that's created when you wash down your boat. Metals found in gray water can build up in fish tissue and be passed on through the food chain to you and me. Degreasers and deodorizers in cleaning products discharged directly into the water have harmful side effects on the marine ecosystem. They destroy the natural fish oil on a fish's gills that it needs to breathe oxygen out of the water, and results in fish kill.
That's awful. What can we do to stop it?
Well, there are lots of ways to minimize the problems. If possible, have the gray water from your sink and shower run into the boat's holding tank. If your gray water does discharge directly overboard, use marine-safe products only. When cleaning your boat, watch for designated wash areas or shoreside facilities. This will help minimize the amount of gray water produced. A quick freshwater rinse and a little elbow grease after each trip minimizes the need for harsh cleaners. Clean your boat more frequently to avoid problem areas. Use marine-safe cleaners in small amounts during washes. A cheap alternative to commercial cleaners is baking soda. A combination of baking soda and vinegar or lemon juice and borax paste. When providing routine maintenance on your boat, make sure to follow all local and state guidelines for the disposal of all waste. If you see anything during your maintenance check that could be a problem, or if you have any question about what you're doing, visit a professional maintenance and repair facility. Mistakes can be hazardous and expensive. If a spill occurs in the water, life can get very complicated.
It's a good idea to have your boat professionally winterized.
If you choose to do it yourself, be sure to use a non-toxic biodegradable antifreeze from your RV or boat dealer. It's up to us to keep our waters clean and healthy while we enjoy the benefits and the fun they provide. It's not difficult to do. All it takes is a little time and effort.
Right. Every boater's motto should be, keep our waters clean! I'll get it. Hold my ankles and lower me down.
I'll get the boat hook.
people start.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Think about your love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill.
Hi, I'm Autumn, and I'm here with David Dean, and he's Mr. Dean's son. And I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions about his retirement.
It's on.
Yes, it's on. Now, we'll get into this interview. So, over the years, your dad has been a teacher here for a long time, and I was wondering if you have seen any of his progress in his work.
Phenomenal. I've seen teachers teach before, but my dad, the way he gets up on the desk, puts on cheerleaders' outfits, and says, team, team, go. Go, team, go. The way he teaches English is just off the charts. Phenomenal. We've sent his name in for the Nobel Peace Prize for teachers, and I hope to see some results soon.
That's a very big thing for him to do. I've never seen him up on a desk, though. That would be a pretty good thing to see.
Well, once he gets up there, he can't get down.
Yes.
You know, the table is 6 feet high, and his legs are 3.5 inches long, so it's a long jump.
I can see that. So, like, your dad, he has been here for a while, we know, and
4 years.
4 years? I thought it was more like 30-something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why didn't you know about that?
You know, I didn't know until a few days ago he was retiring.
You didn't?
No. When he calls it quits, I mean, that's the end of my inheritance money right there. So if I can keep that going, if he can keep teaching until he's about 80,
You'll be good.
He might leave me about $30 instead of 20. Yeah.
That's how bad your dad's.
Oh, wow. He's so poor he can't even pay attention. That's coming. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, has your father helped you in the years with your teaching anything?
Well, I dropped out of school as a 3rd grader, and then I took a couple hooked on phonics courses, and helped me a lot.
I can see that.
His grammar, it ain't gonna get any better than what he teaches.
Is it?
That there's good stuff what he teaches. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a tidbit better than you, but that's
Might
okay.
be, yes.
Just a little education.
Yes.
So, do you have any stories about your dad that are anybody know? Just fun things?
Well, you know, anytime you put these two names together, Mr. Dean and Mr. Park, in the same sentence, you're going to have police coming from 4 different counties, because that's how dangerous those two are. So,
yeah, I've seen that.
So, you know, any of you or your friends that wanted to offer a little money this way, we can tell some stories about those two. And by the way, all the money contributed will go to the Mr. Dean Retirement Fund, as well as the Mr. Park Psychological Evaluation Fund.
Yeah, I didn't know Mr. Park had those kind of problems either, but wow, that's tragic.
Yes.
Well, to be serious now, do you have anything to say about your father's retirement, really?
Well, the fact that he loves middle school students, and if you don't love middle school students, it's going to be a long, long career for you. He loves to teach, and he loves people your age, and that's a pretty good marriage, and he's stuck with it for quite a few years.
Yeah, he's been He's a really good teacher for me. I like him a lot. He's done a lot for me.
He's a teddy bear.
He's a teddy bear?
And if he were here right now, I want to hug him and love him.
Okay, we'll leave that out of this. Anyways,
He's a chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
This is really fun.
Thank you for all your work that you've done on him, and for all the crew back here, the sound crew and the film crew. Man, bless their hearts. Good stuff. And it's been just an absolute...
You need your tissue. We'll get you one later. Okay, thank you.
And I'm here with Mrs. Giordano, and I'm going to ask her if she knows any memorable moments that she had with Mr. Dean.
Well, I've known Mr. Dean for 26 years, but I was just an infant when I first met him. But I guess one of the memorable moments would be the time Mr. Dean lost his grade book. And we just about tore the school apart looking for it. And when we picked up his desk to move it, it fell out. So evidently it was back behind the drawer. Now, I'd say that would be a very memorable moment.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to ask her if she knows any memorable moments that she had with Mr. Dean.
Well, hi. I was here at Riverview for, 20-some years, but I do know that one thing you avoided was being in the hallway in the office, and you see Mr. Dean hurrying down with a newspaper and maybe a can of spray in his hand. You better get out of the road fast. But I do know that Mr. Dean's a really, really excellent teacher, and we'll miss him here at Riverview.
Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here with Mr. Herzog, and I'm going to ask him if he knows any memorable moments that he had with Mr. Dean.
Oh yeah, I remember a few of them, but one of them that happened when we were first starting to teach together. We taught in rooms that were side by side, and there was a door between them, and I had some weird stuff going on in my room in which kids were bringing in costumes of places we were studying. And one of the kids that had brought in a costume with bows and arrows and swords and stuff like that, so I put him on. And I opened the door real quietly, and Mr. Dean had his back to me, and I went tearing in the room screaming at him, and I thought he almost had a heart attack.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm here with Mrs. Morton, and I'm going to ask her if she knows any memorable moments that she would like to share with us with Mr. Dean.
Well, I think Mr. Dean has been a wonderful teacher, and I've known him for a long time, and I guess the thing that I remember and enjoy about him the most is his sense of humor and the neat commercials that he's made on television. I have really loved those, and I've gone to some of the performances that he's been in, and I think he's just a real cool guy because of his talent.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here with Mr. Tudor, and I'm going to be asking him a couple of questions about Mr. Dean's retirement. Well, Mr. Tudor, how many years has Mr. Dean been working?
Well, he's been teaching for 32 years, and part of those years were in the old building before this building was built. It was where Horace Mann is now. It was called the Huntington Township building, but that was 7th, 8th, and 9th graders at that time. So I'm not sure whether he taught 9th grade or not, but he's been teaching 7th and 8th grade English all of that time. And then when we came over here and got involved in teaming, the last few years, Mr. Dean has been involved in the 7th grade team.
Okay, and do you have any memorable moments that you would like to share with us that you have had with Mr. Dean?
Well, I'm sure some of the other teachers will probably tell you a number of funny things that occurred with him over the years and some funny things that he has done. But the biggest thing that I can remember about Mr. Dean and the program has been the development of the drama program. He's been instrumental in developing this drama. He started out with a couple of little bitty cameras and a VCR and trying to put this all together, and we've gone from this to all kinds of fancy digital technology and rooms and everything, and it's just been a great program for him to develop. And you know that Mr. Dean likes the acting part as well, as you well know, and he does a lot of funny things, and even some TV advertisements, and that's been probably some of my most memorable moments with him.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
China for years. This is Homer. He helps me out.
I'm learning the marina business.
Yeah. Waters, while we enjoy them.
How do you take care of a lake? Put it inside at night so it won't get wet?
Homer, every body of water supports a complex ecosystem. Fish, aquatic plants, wildlife, and it's our responsibility not to harm that natural balance.
How do we do that?
Well, for one thing, by practicing the proper use and maintenance of sanitary facilities. If your boat has a head, for example, there are a few common sense rules to follow in regard to its operation.
Where's the head?
Follow me.
Hey.
Now that Blossom has eliminated the sales tax, I've got no excuse for not having a car.
Very important that managers and owners walk the talk. You wouldn't allow an employee or customer to leave your store without a receipt for merchandise, and the same must be true for you. Sometimes store owners believe that since they own the store, they have every right to remove merchandise.
So many people comment on my truck like, whoa, nice truck. And you know what? It is, and I'm proud of it.
Remember, when our policyholders wreck their car, we tell them where to take it. Who cares what it looks like? As long as it runs, we've covered our...
Selection of furniture that we offer, no detail has been spared in giving you the absolute best value for your sleeping dollar. And that includes all the research being done round the clock by our dedicated staff of testing professionals.
Well, that ought to do it.
All right, you want to talk about Mr. Dean, right?
Yeah.
Which story do you want to hear about? I have one where he came to school with a sock in his sleeve, and I have one where we went to Soldier Field to watch a Bears game. There's a little funny story about him in that instance.
Can you tell both of them?
No, I'm just going to tell one. Which one do you want to hear about? Which one do you want to hear about? Bears game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Dean, myself, Dave Dean, and Dr. Hogan Doppler went to a Bears game. And when we got up to Soldier Field, we decided to eat lunch. So we ate lunch, and then we were going to go to the game. Well, while we were eating lunch, there were people, and they were crawling over this chain link fence because the chain link fence was between us and Soldier Field. So Mr. Dean's watching these girls. Actually, they weren't girls. They were older ladies, and they were a little bit robust. And they were crawling over this fence. And he told us, if they can crawl over that fence, I can crawl over that fence. So, you're all right, man. Well, instead of walking all the way around, we'll go ahead and crawl over the fence. So we all crawl over the fence, and we start walking towards Soldier Field, and we hear this, hey, hey, help me, help me. Mr. Dean had gotten half over the fence and gotten stuck, and he was laying on the fence, so the fence was going right down. So his arm and leg were dangling over the fence on one side, dangling over the fence on the other side, and he was stuck. So, it was hilarious. People were walking by, they thought he was just way out there. So, we finally get him over the fence. We walk about 20 yards. I've got my ticket. I've got my ticket. I've got my ticket. Mr. Dean's going, oh, crap. He left his ticket back in the van. But we were really nice. One of us jumped the fence and went and got it for him so he wouldn't have to try to crawl back over that fence. So if you can picture Mr. Dean half over that fence and laying on the fence like that. That was hilarious. I'll never forget Mr. Dean because of that right there. I love you, man. Have a great retirement.
It was cool you get in the car, man. If you got two younger sisters, this is cool. I sit in the back seat. I got sisters on each side of me. Man, if you're the only boy and you're the oldest, you look at them and they scream. Dad's flying down the highway to get to church, and I'm back there. I look, how you doing? Ah! You're ugly. Ah! I don't like that dress. Ah! The old double yawn. Ah! Wet finger in the ear. Ah! That ticked my dad off. He had this big fat King James Bible. He just starts swinging it. Shut your mouth back there! Here comes Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John!
When I was a kid, one of my all-time favorite activities was going with my family up to Sawmill Lake near Warsaw, Indiana, and going tubing with my grandma and grandpa. Are there any water tubers here? Let me see the hands of the skiers.
I turned 16 years old. I want to go on a date. My very first date with Denise. She's in my church youth group. I asked my dad, Dad, what do I do? When I was a kid, I'm thinking, oh boy. I mean, my dad has taken a nap, so he doesn't remember what happened when he was a kid. He slept since then. He knows where the remote control and the refrigerator is, and that's about it. I said, Dad, you don't remember when you were a kid. You're old. You were a busboy at the Last Supper. Come on, you're old, Dad. Well, when I was a kid, I wrote on a piece of paper what I wanted to say to your mother. I wrote it down.
Shop and make the rest of the toys.